Hello, my name's Lisa. It's Watercolour Wednesday today. What did I find in my garden walk to inspire me? Do you remember? Did you come on the garden walk with me? I found these twigs. Well, it is winter. There's not a lot we can do about it, is there? Twigs. And I had a go at sketching them out. There's the sketch on the watercolour. Not too bad. I'll tell you what did interest me. See, I've done this little, go jiggery pokery, flapping around. See, I've done this little patchwork pattern. That, if you go really, really close, shall I try? Go really, really close. That is the pattern on the catkins. It doesn't show up so well at the moment now because they've gone brown-ish, but they were a little bit greener when I first picked them. I just never seen that detail before, like a little cross hatch patchwork. I was really bowled over by it, but not very inspiring to paint. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang on to this page with these little twigs, and when they start pipping, these little tiny bits there will pip into leaves. When they do that, I'll add a bit of colour to it. Is that a plan? So we need something to paint, don't we? I did have a go at the wallflowers. They were too pretty to miss. So that is my sketch of the wallflowers. If you want to see, go back to the garden video. Sort of midway, I think I saw these. And that's the sketch I made on the watercolour paper. I did love the way they spiralled out. Everything, isn't it called the golden mean? Where nature spirals. And you can really see it in that one. There's the, sorry I'm flapping around. There's the bud in the middle. And then a couple of flowers open randomly around it. And they open in this swirl. It's beautiful. This particular one, I've got a few different colours of these perennial wallflowers. I got a little bit overexcited with them last year. And I've got a few colours of them. This one is a very bright yellow. It's as bright as that. It's gorgeous. That's the pretty. I've got glitter mixed up in this water. That's from Young Sir. We were playing again. Everywhere's got glitter. I think that green's a little bit sharp. I'll just pop a bit of that. I don't know all the colours of the greens. I should do. But it's not a tutorial, is it? It's you and me together having a bit of fun. If it was a tutorial, I'd make sure I knew all the names of the paints. But all I know is that's a pretty yellow one. And that one's a pretty green one with sparkles in. Sparkles because little grandson's been playing with the glitter. I've changed the objet shelf, so I've only got one little shelf where I can put seasonal things on because the cat will jump up and get it. And my husband was beginning to huff quite loudly that I hadn't changed it. So I've got the spring one up now. It's made me feel nice. All the daffodils are beginning to open. Some places, like my garden, the daffodils, the shoots just like that. Other places roundabouts, we've got daffodils fully open. That's a little bit green in the middle. So I shall pop a bit of this sparkly green in. Are we seeing? I just got on. I didn't even check to see if it was. I'm excited to do it. So put a little bit of that sparkle in. Oh, I quite like that sparkle. That's a little bit darker, isn't it? nice shadow. I don't really want to go in with black for shadows. So I'll put a little bit of that. Oh, don't go too heavy. Oh, I'm a devil for it. It's because I'm used to colouring in with markers. I want everything to be saturated with colour. Put a little bit under there. I'm going to endeavour to go out every other week and take a bit of film of the garden. But to be fair, nothing's really moving at the minute. I've got to wait for good weather to get out there and move me pots and what have you. So we've not really got much to look at. So what I was thinking of doing is next week, instead of walking around the garden for inspiration, I might go over the marsh. Because I'm always saying that my garden is windy because we're 2 gardens away from the marsh, but I've never shown you it, have I? Maybe that might be fun, just to give the garden a chance just to bloom and do something different to what it's doing now. What do you think of that? I might have a wander over the marsh. If the cows are out, I shan't be there long. My London comes out in me when there's cows about without someone to wrangle them. What do we think of that? I don't think that's a bad representation of what I saw. Have a look in the video. Excuse me, have a look at my garden video and you'll say, no, she didn't get that. That colour's wrong. It's brown in the middle. What is she talking about? Well, it's not. And the shading with the pen. I don't know, where's that pencil gone? I found it upstairs. I don't know what B it is. I think it must be a 2B or something like that, because it's quite soft and dark. And it's actually got Starling Bank on it. And that's from when my daughter worked at Starling Bank. They gave her a little starter pack. And they had like a travel mug and a this, a that and the other. Then when, after all the hard work they did for COVID, they gave them a picnic blanket with Starling Bank on it and said, that's for you to go and have a picnic socially 1 metre or 2 metres, I forget now, whatever it was apart, and have a picnic with your friends. I thought that was quite nice. But anyway, this pencil is really creamy. So it's not an HB, that's for sure. But I just like the way it gives a good shadow. Look, like that. I'm not having to put anything on to make the shadows. The pencil is doing it. I really like that. Let's put a little bit of that green. Get you in frame. That'd be nice, wouldn't it, if I kept you in frame? So, are you going round your garden, picking bits and bobs out and painting them, or photographing them, or just sketching? We could all do something, couldn't we? I'm sure there's something in our gardens to inspire us. Even if you've got a balcony. There. So that's our first one done. Excuse me. That's my 2 pictures sketched out of perennial wallflowers. These are the yellow ones, obviously. Bright yellow. I've got cream. I've got cream pink, orange, all sorts. They're beautiful plants. They're in the garden centres now. Went to Haskins. Goodness me, the price of it's a posh old garden centre. I shall tell you about that trip in the other videos. But goodness me, they had 2 tiddly perennial wallflowers, 2 for £25. I think not, sir. You can get them very reasonably. And they just go on and on and on. So, there we go. We've done our first one. Oh, next week, when I do my walk around the garden, I might take you to the marsh. Have a walk around the marsh and see what inspires us there. As long as I don't fall off the boardwalk into the water. If so, if you see that, please ring 999, because no one will come and save me. My husband will be at work and so will my daughter. No one really. Anyway, I should catch you in the next one. Love you and leave you. Bye.